One start. In a season that spans 70-plus games, one start, and a midweek game nonetheless, may not seem important, but this start is. Not because of the opponent, not because it's his first of the season. Nothing could keep Tyler Everett off the hill this night, because Tyler is pitching for his dad. Jimmy Everett was a wide receiver at Florida State from 1971 to 74, and there never really was a question whether his oldest son would be an athlete. It just happened that baseball was the sport of choice for Tyler.
Probably about 8 or 9 years old, I would always throw to him out in the lawn chair, and I guess that's where I started started becoming a pitcher. If I threw it wild, he made me go get it, run back, and kind of was hard on me ever since.
Every big moment that Tyler had on the diamond growing up, Jimmy was there. From Little League trips to the high school regional finals, where Dad was the athletic director and son the ace. Regardless the venue, a pitcher at bat was rarely missed.
When he was 12 years old, we went to Cooperstown, and we won the tournament in Cooperstown. That was my best experience. We played 12 games, I think, and we won the tournament. It was the first Tallahassee team to ever win the tournament.
It's just like being at Lincoln and playing for him and playing for the school. That meant a lot to me.
The pair was going to face their first separation when Tyler signed with St. Pete College out of high school. But that did not last long as Mike Martin stepped in, keeping Tyler in Tallahassee.
Well, he first signed with St. Pete. Then he went out to a big baseball camp, and he pitched really good. And I was in the stands. Mike Martin came up to me and said he wanted to offer Tyler a scholarship. I said, yes. I said, go for it, Tyler.
It was the dream scenario for the Everett family. Son would follow in his father's footsteps, and Dad could watch the whole scene play out.
It's definitely better being close to home rather than 4 hours away at St. Pete. So it's better being close to family and friends also.
And everything was working out for Tyler at FSU. He was a productive reliever for the Seminoles, appearing in 17 games as a freshman. But as Tyler prepared for his sophomore season, his dad was beginning to struggle with everyday activities.
But I felt something at Christmas time. I tried to walk with my wife. I always was 10 yards ahead of her. This time I was 10 yards behind. So I knew something was wrong with me. So I thought I was out of shape. So I went to take this class at Premier, and I couldn't jump rope. I couldn't balance myself.
Jimmy finally went to the doctor in March of 2009 and was dealt shocking news. He had ALS.
So I went to the doctor and I told my symptoms, and he said, he blurted out, "You got Lou Gehrig's." I went, "What?" I went, so he sent me to a neurologist, and he said I had it.
Most commonly referred to as Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS is a neurodegenerative disease that causes motor neuron cells in your brain and spinal cord to die. Most people diagnosed with ALS lose their ability to walk, speak, eat, and eventually to breathe. There is no cure.
It's devastating. I'm losing a lot of my muscle mass, my breathing going down, and my balance and my speech not up to par.
The diagnosis came while Tyler was in the middle of baseball season, so Jimmy decided to wait until the season was over to tell Tyler. So the day after Arkansas defeated the Seminoles to clinch their berth in the College World Series, father and son went to dinner and Jimmy broke the news to Tyler.
I kept it a secret till the season was over. I didn't want to mess the season up, so I told him after the day after we lost at Arkansas. I told him. It was a sad moment.
It was very tough. I remember today we were at Carrabba's, and when he broke the news to me, and I was just, it was very discouraging. I like it wasn't real. So, months down the road definitely helps. Growing up, making you more of an adult rather than staying that college life. It really makes you realize what you have.
No one would have blamed Tyler if he would have taken time away from baseball. But the game has always served as a bond between father and son, so the younger Everett has made this season about his father. And so far, he is not disappointed. Tyler is enjoying his best season at Florida State with a 3-1 record and 2.58 ERA. He has made 17 appearances, but the most important came in that one start, April 21st, ALS Awareness Night. No one who was there will remember the score of the game. FSU won, but that wasn't important. The most important moment didn't even happen in the game. It was beforehand, when Tyler and Jimmy walked out to the mound hand in hand. And then, just like father used to do for son, Tyler took a few steps back as Jimmy threw his son the ball. The Everetts walked off the field to a standing ovation, an emotion from fans and players alike. And just moments later, Tyler had to take the mound. With the thoughts of last year and the last 10 minutes swarming in his mind, Everett coaxed a pair of ground balls and on a 3-2 count into the inning with the strikeout. All with Jimmy looking on, a proud father as always.
It was almost unreal. Like you can't explain it. You know, I don't know. I was still like a little scatterbrained after, but you know, it was tough definitely. Like I just had to put it to the side and throw and get out of there.
2010 has and will continue to be difficult for the Everett family. Yet regardless of what the rest of the year brings, Jimmy and Tyler have already had more than they could ever ask for. It's not every day that you get to do what you love in front of the person you love the most. And with ALS taking so much from Jimmy, that's a gift that will never be taken away from neither father nor son.
I just love it. I just love to see my son out there in an FSU uniform. I'm proud of him.
It's good that I see him every home game. I get the pitch, and he's always there for me. And I pretty much dedicate like this season just for him, and there'll be next season I can dedicate to him as well. So take it game by game, see him, cherish every moment.